I've already went on Facebook and Instagram. Now I'm gonna end it here on YouTube. As some of you guys know, my mom and I, and the rest of my family, I endured a lot of abuse and trauma, and I went no contact with them. I finally took the courage to go no contact with them Easter Sunday last year, and I decided that with everything that's been going on, and then other personal issues, I felt it was not a good time for me to, hey Sienna, for me to go into detail, or sorry, not details. I felt like it was best for me to just step away for a little bit. I figured maybe it would help me to process things, and maybe receive some support here, despite the things that have happened between myself and my family. I'll go into this in a second, but I took it upon myself last night, late last night, to go ahead and lift the contact order. No contact, well, not order, but no contact. And let me explain. So my board decided that I was going to, see what my family was up to on, but I'd have to do that on other accounts that they don't have access to because, either I blocked them or they blocked me, depending. For some reason, I decided to do this because I thought, I thought that I thought that the last couple months I've been having thoughts of my mom going through a really hard time, and I thought that, oh, that's part of the trauma process. There are things that come up, and then you assume that you're just probably paranoid, that you're still in the process of healing, and one of those things during that process is coming up with these scenarios of what may or may not be happening. But anyway, to make a long story short, that wasn't just a thought. I actually, my fears or those thoughts actually were true. So anyway, I came across this social media platform called Blue Sky, and I haven't really heard of that until like mid-November, or not November. See, I don't know. See, I'm losing my stuff already. Mid-January, during the TikTok issues, that was going on this mid-January. The TikTok ban, who also owns Blue Sky, Big Bite, whatever. Anyway, so I stumbled upon my sister's account, and she posted a GoFundMe for my mom. And that's how I knew that it wasn't just the thoughts the last couple months that she was not doing well. That was true. My mother has, I think I have it on the description, the live description, or the live title, but it's a fancy medical term for, I think, a rare and aggressive form of appendix cancer. Her survival rate is slim to none. I mean, it's very, very rare to survive it, even with chemo, but it's better than versus the prognosis without chemo, obviously. Without the chemo that they need, which is like over $12,000. Yeah. the prognosis, the rate of survival without that is less than 6 months, 6 months or less. Otherwise, with the chemo, she has about a year to maybe 6 years left. And it, I thought that maybe I was going to be so, because of the estranged, the resentment that I have with my family. I thought I was going to be very angry and be like, oh, well, that's what happens, I was dead wrong. In fact, it's the opposite. And I took the risk, hoping for the best, preparing for the worst, to contact my mother. And I'm grateful I did, and I have a better understanding of forgiveness now than I did before. And my heart can't help it but have a heart of gold and of love despite what has happened. And it really helps that she took accountability in her situation, despite her situation. I think it's because she knows her time's about up. And so maybe it was her way of, because she doesn't want to come, or she doesn't want to leave Earth without reconciliation. She begged for my forgiveness several times in that phone call. And I'm hoping she'll keep to that, stick to that. Sorry. And so, I'm holding on to that, and but if things get out of hand again, I mean, I felt like I did the right thing, and but I have a better understanding of forgiveness now. So I just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know what I'm going through. I mean, there's a lot of other things that I'm going through right now, and I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job of conducting myself well as an autistic person despite my circumstances. I'm all over the place though emotionally. But I know that everything's going to be okay even whatever outcome occurs. Not today, not overnight, not tomorrow, not next week, but sooner or later everything's going to work out. So anyway, if you have a bitterness over somebody, if you're family and you don't get along, or if you've had it, I'm not making this as a suggestion, but at least take into consideration what if the pros outweigh the cons. If you're in a situation where you should not be reconciling with anybody in your family, if you endured abuse, don't do it. Ponder about it. If you're in a situation that I'm in and you feel like something is off, if you don't take that step, I would say go ahead and take that risk. I mean, at least you're doing the right thing and doing, but either way, take precautions if you do so. And I'm grateful I took that risk, because you never know. I'm not making the suggestion to do it no matter what. I am saying that in my case, just in my case, because you never know, they might come around, and I was willing to take that risk, because that's who I am as a person, despite everything. Because for me, just for me, I'm not saying for anybody else, but for me, I because of those promptings I received the past couple of months. And um, so it wasn't adding up. I thought it was just my trauma talking, and it wasn't. I was willing to, take that risk. Anyway, I realize now I'm going back and forth, and but anyway, I just know that either way, everything will work out. If you're going through a similar situation, whatever it is, or just a situation in general where you're just all over the place with either grieving for a family that you really didn't have, or a decent relationship with your family, or being condemned or excluded, or in any setting, or being abused in any way, shape, or form. Just know that I know it's easier said than done. I know it's hard. It's really hard, but just hold on to the hope that everything will work out. And I hope that I hope that my family, the rest of my family, don't want anything to do with me. I hope my family heals. And I hope that my mother doesn't pass away, but if she does, it is her time. Just know everything will work out the way it needs to. Anyway, that's one of the many things I'm going through right now. I'm hoping that I will heal just long enough to, or heal just long enough to where I can actually create content, but right now is not a good time. And I think that I think it's best that I step away. But I really felt like I needed to share this. I will see if I can. I don't know if YouTube won't let me unless I have a certain amount of followers, or subscribers here. But if it lets me, I'll go ahead and post a GoFundMe. My sister, by the way, I reached out to her yesterday immediately, and she blocked me from her Blue Sky, but not before I can grab the GoFundMe that she had posted. So I'm going to go ahead and share that. And I understand if you can't put in anything, which just if you're a believer, keep us in your prayers. Keep my mom and everybody else in my family in your prayers. Otherwise, your thoughts. And but if whatever you believe in, I'm perfectly fine with whatever. Just anything helps. Anyway, take care, and know that you are enough, and you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. I did, but just know that you matter. You are enough. You belong. Don't give up, no matter what you're going through in life. I have every reason to want to put in the towel, to throw in the towel. But I'm too thick-headed to do that. So another thing I'm grateful for is I'm too thick-headed to just give up that quickly. You're gonna have to do better than that. All right. Much love. Much
Much love.